Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a makeup collection slash declutter. I got a little bit of hate in my last video because people felt like I wasn't cutthroat enough in my declutter, but I just want to address that and say I buy 99% of my makeup collection by myself. The 1% is given to me from friends, family, gift cards, that kind of thing. So it's a lot harder to get rid of products when your hard-earned money has purchased them, opposed to a lot of people who are getting rid of 90% of their collection. It was given to them by the brands or PR companies, that kind of thing. So I do these every 3 months-ish just to make sure I'm using everything and things are still good enough to pass along to other people. I'm going to see family soon. And so I feel like it's a lot easier to get rid of makeup when I know they're going to family and friends. So that's the point of this video. If it sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, so at my top drawer is my weekly makeup basket. I post it every week. I'll have this particular one linked down below, but I'm not going to touch anything that is in this basket. And if you want to, or in this drawer, if you want to know any information about the products, it will be linked down below in my weekly makeup basket. Okay, my goal is to get rid of 8 to 10 products. I think I will feel good about that. And I'm gonna give them to my cousin and my to-be sister-in-law, and I think that's basically it at this point, because I'm gonna see them soon and they love makeup just as much as I do, so they would appreciate everything. So this is basically my cream products. I am really weird about cream products. I know they expire super soon, so I just want to make sure I have them all in one place and that I'm working through them consistently. So these are my primers. I have 2 Cover FX primers. One is illuminating and one is blurring. I'm going to keep both of these. And then I have the Pores No More from Dr. Brandt. This came in BoxyCharm. I'm sorry, this is not Pores No, it is Pores No More, but it is the luminizing primer. As you can see, I've made pretty good work dent in it, so I'm going to keep that. And then these are my 2 hydrating primers, and I'm going to keep both. One is the Stila One Step, and one is the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. Not going to make any cuts to this. If we come over here, these are my luminizers and my liquid eyeshadows. So I know I'm not going to make any cuts in here, but let me share with you what I have. As far as illuminators, I'm going to use MAC Strobe Cream, Tarte's Pro Glow, and the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid. These are going to get a lot of use in summer and hopefully use them all up this summer. Next up, I have a NYX Glitter Glue. This is really nice. It's not a product I use all the time, but when I do use it, it comes in clutch. These are my 2 concealers. I have the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion and the Maybelline Better Skin. Love both of these products. Here are my 3 liquid eyeshadows. I have 2 from Stila. The one on the far right is Diamond Dust. The one in the middle is Karma Kitten. And then the one from Cover FX is Amethyst. Then we have a brow gel. This came in a BoxyCharm, the Brow Gal. And then I have my Lancome Drama Liquid eyeliner. I have a backup of it, but I absolutely love the liner and I want to use the brow gel. Then we have NARS Liquid Blush and Orgasm. I don't use this a lot, but I definitely want to keep loving it. I'm going to go over these foundations really quick. I'm not going to get rid of any of these because I like these. I have a plan for these. First is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and 102 Shell Beige. Next we have Mary Kay. This is their CC Cream in Ivory. Then we have Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse in Classic Ivory. Then we have another Maybelline, but in Fit Me Dewy and Smooth, again in 120 Classic Ivory. We have the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation. This one is in one in one. Next we have the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and this one is in LC1. We have another Mary Kay foundation. This one is their Time Wise Luminous, and it is in ivory. And then finally we have the It CC Plus, and this one is in light. I'm not going to go through my lips. I do have a separate lip declutter that I posted probably about a month ago, so I'll link that down below if you're curious about these two bins. Alright, here's where I think we can start making some moves. I have blushes, highlights, bronzers, and then palettes that have the two mixed. So starting here, I love my blushes, and I think I am going to keep them all. I say that, but now I'm looking at some that I think I could part with. So starting, we have Essence in Satin Touch, and this one is in Satin Love. We have my two from Clinique that I know I'm going to keep. We have Cola Pop, and this one is called Nude Pop. I really love this formula. We have one of the NYX, kind of like their classic blush. This one is in Mauve and Owl. I really like this. It's more of a fall color because it's pretty dark, but I'm gonna keep that. This is really pretty. This is Ciate, and this one is called Summer Love, and definitely a summer color for sure. We have MAC Limited Edition from the Wash and Dry, and this one is called Crisp Whites. Very pretty, easy to wear peach color. We have one from Tarte. This is the classic Exposed. Definitely going to keep this little guy. I love this Laura Geller formula. This particular one is in Pink Buttercream. These often are in the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. That's where I purchased this one. Super pretty. I'm gonna keep that. I have two from It Cosmetics. Hey, I really enjoy this formula. So they are their ombre brushes. We have Je ne sais quoi, and then we have Sugar Plum. Je ne sais quoi and Sugar Plum are both kind of like fall colors for me, but I really love the formula, and they're very underrated here on YouTube. We have the Milani. This one is Romantic Rose, and this is one that I'm going to go ahead and pass on. I think the packaging is super pretty, but I rarely use it, and I pulled it in my weekly makeup basket here recently, and I was kind of disappointed with it. So I'm going to pass it along, and I know Flower Beauty has some flower blushes like this, and they have better ratings than this, so maybe I'll pick one of those up, but this is the first one I'm going to pass on, and I wasn't really planning on passing on this one, so it's a little bit of a shocker, but I was really disappointed the last time I used it. Next up, I have two of the NYX Ombre blushes. I really love these. This is Mauve Me, and this one is Nude to Me. I'm definitely going to keep these. These are another underrated product, blush product, especially from the drugstore. So I'm going to keep those. Then we have my favorite beloved Marc Jacobs. This one is in Kink and Kisses. This is one that I would love to have all the ones that match my skin tone, but they're pretty expensive. But it's just a really pretty ombre blush. You can keep it light or work to make it darker. Alright, next up we have Urban Decay Afterglow, and this one is in Fetish. I really love this blush. It is so natural. It is so natural and neutral and everyday. I just really love it. We have two more Milani blushes. I know for sure I'm going to keep both of these. One is Luminoso, the ever so popular, and one is Dulce Pink. These do have like a little bit of a shimmer slash glitter to them, but I think they are just stunning. So Luminoso and Dulce Pink, and I'm open to actually getting more of this baked blush formula. Then we have two from Benefit. Also going to keep both of these, Dallas and Sugar Bomb. These are super easy to wear. Dallas is a classic that I really need to get. I feel like I should be using this every day. That's how nice it is. And then Sugar Bomb, if I can open it up. And then Sugar Bomb is more of a peachy blush. Those 4 tiles swirled together to give you a peachy blush. Alright, we'll just pull the Hourglass together. These are not going anywhere. I have a full size and a mini size. If you want to try Hourglass but the price point is scary, it's very scary, you could get this little size maybe during one of their VIB sales, and it's a little bit more affordable. But I have Mood Exposure and then Luminous Flush. These are both ambient powders. This brand is worth the hype, it's worth the money, but you know, you don't always have the money to spend on cosmetics like this. But on the left is Mood Exposure, and then this one is, what did I say, Luminous Flush. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gonna keep them both. Here is another one I am gonna get rid of. This is Pretty Vulgar. This is in, what is it, Prim Vixen. I like this formula and I love the packaging. It's looking a little purple-ish on the camera for you, but it's more of a hot pink, and it's just not a color that looks good on me. It just looks like, wow, she has blush on her face right now, and I don't like that. These came in BoxyCharm and they have more neutral colors, but this brand is super expensive for no reason. So if I get a color that works for me in BoxyCharm, that's great. If not, it's fine. But this is one that I'm going to pass on. And then we have Too Faced. This one is in Peach Beach, and I really love this. I love shimmery peach blushes. They are my go-to, so I own a lot of them. And then last but not least is NARS Orgasm. This is tried and true, and it is another one more of a pink gold color, but it looks a little bit peach on the skin, so I'm gonna keep that. Next up are my highlighters, which are this row right here, and they're kind of mixed in here. So we're gonna start in the back. Here is one that it kills me a little bit, but this is Wet n Wild Fergie, and it's their old packaging, so it's called Hollywood Boulevard. They do still have it, but it's called Bougie Brunch, I think. But this is just too intense, and it doesn't sit nice on the skin, and I've had it forever, and I literally never use it. So we are gonna get rid of that. Here's a Wet n Wild highlight that I do like. This one is called, it's the Highlighting Gold Bar, but it is actually called Holy Gold Head, and it is a gorgeous formula that does sink into the skin quite nicely. Do we have to talk about it? You know I'm going to keep the Anastasia Amrezy. This is absolutely stunning. I've been talking about it a lot recently in my videos, and that is what it looks like. It's just gorgeous. Here is one that I'm going to put to the side. I do plan on doing a makeup try on like I did with my last Declutter to use these one more time. So this is like a maybe, but this is Soap & Glory's Peach Party. I don't think peach highlights really work well on my light to fair skin tone. I think it's too intense, and then this is too shimmery to really use as a blush topper. So I typically use it as an eyeshadow, but I really don't need to. Oh, it's called Apricot Jam. I really don't need this big of an eyeshadow. Then we have two from the Maybelline Master Chrome. I really love this collection. We have the Molten Gold and the Rose Gold. They have mixed reviews, but I personally love them. Then we have two from MAC that are limited edition. They are not going anywhere. This one is Oh Darling, which they do have in their actual collection, but this is the limited edition packaging. And then Happy Go Dazingly. I love both of these. They are both a gold highlight, and they, well, this one's more champagne, but they are not going anywhere. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlight. Love this. Did you guys see they came out with more like this in different tones? I'm happy with this one, and I'm definitely going to keep it. It's a classic, really. Then we have two from Becca. One is Pearl. It is a white highlight, and one is in Moonstone. Absolutely love both of these. So Pearl is the white, Moonstone is the champagne, and they are not going anywhere. Here's another Urban Decay Afterglow product. This one is a highlight in Sin, and this is a gorgeous formula, super underrated. It's just beautiful, so definitely gonna keep that. Here are two NYX Dual Chrome highlighters that I always say I'm gonna use and I never use, but I'm gonna hold on to them for just a little bit longer and actually use them. We have Lavender Steel and we have Twilight Tint. Very pretty. Here is one of my favorite highlights. This is Lorac Starlight, and these pack a lot of punch to them. They are absolutely gorgeous. They can be more natural or they could be beaming. It's just how you build them up. But I love this and I would love to have more from this collection. Here's another tried and true Laura Mercier. This is Highlight 01. It is obviously a deluxe size sample that I've tried painting many times, but it's a very pretty natural to intense highlight depending on how you apply it. We have two from Laura Geller. We have Charming Pink and Ballerina. These are a baked gelato type product, and they're gorgeous. They are not going anywhere. Last but not least is one of my favorite highlights. This is Tarte Exposed Highlight. And this is another one that does not get any love on YouTube, but you can make it light or intense. Really just depends on how you apply it. Next we have bronzers right here. So let's start at the back. We have L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. This one is in medium, and I really like this. This is definitely a bronzer you have to build up, but it creates a natural bronze look on your face, and I'm definitely going to keep this. Next is another Hourglass product. This is their Luminous Bronze Light. It's another ambient powder. Absolutely, absolutely love this. Is not going anywhere. Here is a Too Faced. This is Pink Leopard. This is more of a blush, so I'm gonna move it over to my blush area, but I really do like this product. Another Milani product. This is their baked bronzer. This one is 04 Glow. Another underrated bronzer at the drugstore. It is warm and beautiful and has the gold running throughout it. It's just stunning. Next is Physicians Formula Butter Bronze. It is no stranger here on YouTube. I have put a lot of work into this one. I'm going to hold on to it a little bit longer, but it will definitely be out of my collection by the end of the year, if not beforehand. This one is just in the normal light bronze, but it's kind of on the older side, and since I'm now working around the edges, it's just harder to get product out, but I'm going to hold on to it just a little bit longer. You guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, this is my hands down favorite bronzer. This is Tarte Park Avenue Princess with the shimmer to it. It is just absolutely stunning. I am going to keep it. Here is one that I'm going to pass on. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and this one is in 21 Sunlight. This used to be a holy grail probably about 10 years ago, so I repurchased it to see if I liked it, and makeup's come a long way in the last 10 years, and this is just kind of chalky and not really my thing anymore, so we're going to pass it along. Next up is one of my newer bronzers. It's Too Faced. This is the Sweet Tea Bronzer. Stunning, 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 not going anywhere. And then this Urban Decay Beach Bronzer is in Sunkissed. It's along the same lines as my Physicians Formula. It's on the older side, and I've made a lot of pan on it, and it's one that will probably be out of my collection by the end of the year, but I do want to still keep making progress on it. I'm just gonna move this out and slide over the palette, and there are some powders here. Okay, zoomed you guys in. 2 powders, I'm gonna keep these. This is the Maybelline Fit Me and Fair. It's newer to my collection. And then the Laura Mercier. This is in Translucent. So, gonna keep both of those. This came in a BoxyCharm Pure Bronze and Brighten. This bronzer is way too dark for me, but I still want to hold on to this a little bit longer to play with the blush and the highlight. Definitely going to hold on to the Wet n Wild contouring palette. This one is in Dulce de Leche. Also going to hold on to this. This is Urban Decay Naked Flush, and this one is in Streak. And as you can see, it has had a lot of love. This is my go-to travel, whether I'm just going to someone's house to put on makeup or I'm going to be away from my home putting on makeup. I always grab this. This is Becca Sun Chaser palette. And it looks like this. It has a bronzer, a highlight, and then the opal highlighter. This bronzer is too dark for me, but the blush and the highlight work out really well. So I'm gonna hold on to this. This is from ColourPop. It is newer to my collection. It's Clockwork Highlighting Cheek Duo. And so when you open it up, it looks like this. I've only used it a couple of times. Like I said, it's newer to my collection, so I'm definitely going to hold on to it. Here is another underrated drugstore product. This is Maybelline Master Blush, and it has a highlight and 3 blushes. Definitely gonna hold on to this. I really like the quality of this product. This came in my most recent BoxyCharm, the Pure Sculptor. It has 2 highlighters and 2 sculpting powders. I love the highlights, and I need to give a little bit more love to the sculpting colors, but it is super nice, and I'm going to hold on to it and play with it a little bit more. Here's another go-to travel product, whether I'm putting my makeup on at the gym or what it may be. This is the Tarte Rainforest After Dark. And I would love to own another one of these if they released one in shades that were right for me. Park Avenue Matte Bronzer. It has a blush, a highlight, and then these cool toned eyeshadows. Super nice. I really love everything about it. You can see this gold color has quite a bit of love for me. Here is another awesome palette by Tarte. This is the one that came out last year, the Blush Bazaar, and it has 2 highlights and then 8 blushes. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I use this quite often. Gonna keep that. Here is a NYX product, Born to Glow Highlight Kit. This is also a really nice product from the drugstore. It is super intense and beaming, and I love that you can mix and match colors, and it's absolutely stunning. This was a gift from one of my girlfriends, so definitely going to keep this. And then last but not least is another NYX product. This is Sweet Cheeks Blush Palette, and this one, if I had to rank Maybelline palette versus this one, the Maybelline one would win, but this one is really nice. I typically mix a lot of colors because, as I said before, these cool tone pinks don't really work out that well on me, but I'll mix them in with some other colors, and it's really nice. So I'm gonna hold on to this. So from this drawer, I got rid of 5 products. I'm not mad at it at all. So let's go down to the eyes. So this drawer is the reason I wanted to do a declutter. There's just a lot happening in here that I need to clear out and organize this drawer. As you can see, it is the messiest out of all of them. So we're gonna start back here. Here is a ColourPop palette. This is the Golden State of Mind. This came in a BoxyCharm recently, and I actually have only used it one time. It is a little bit of a glitter bomb, but I do want to hold on to it and try to get some use out of it. And I'm gonna get rid of the box since they look the same. Next up are my two Lorac Pro palettes. I do not have the first one, but I have two, which looks like this. One of my favorite formulas. And then I have three that looks like this. And there's rumored to be a fourth one coming out soon that I will most likely purchase. Next up is my Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is not going anywhere. Mine's not as beat up as some other people's on YouTube, but I do get a lot of use out of it and I love it a lot. This is Kat Von D Monarch palette, and this was gifted to me. And I have used it once and I really enjoyed it, so I want to use it some more. This is a classic YouTube palette, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Here are the two Urban Decay Naked palettes I own. I'm really tempted to get the first one and the Heat, the Naked Heat palette, and the second one just doesn't really call my name, but I'm going to hold off. I do really like the Naked 3. This was actually my very first high-end palette that I ever purchased, so it's very special to me. And then Naked, I bought this half off, and I really enjoy it. I get a lot of use out of these 3 shimmer shades and these 4 matte shades. Not so much in the middle, but this is a good palette, and a lot of people don't really like it, but I love it, so I'm going to keep it. Here's one from MAC. This is Classic Cutie. This is new to my collection. One of my friends gave it to me because I watched her dog for her, and she knows that I love makeup and she loves makeup, so it was really sweet of her to get it for me. It's a nice cool toned palette, and I really want to get rid of this plastic thing, and it doesn't say the colors anywhere else, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it because I hate those things in palettes, but super nice. This is one of the NYX Advent Pop palettes, and this one is in Nouveau Chic. I really enjoy this palette. It is really good quality. I get the most use out of this one. I'm going to show you another one in a moment, but I really love these 4 right here, and I love this color. And I just get a lot of use out of it. So we're gonna hold on to this. Next here, awkwardly laying here, is the e.l.f. Matte for Matte 2. And it is, as it says, all mattes. And I like that it is warm toned. This is really nice quality. It's not extraordinary, but it's solid, if that makes sense. So, and it's only $10. Really like it, and it's a nice companion palette to shimmer singles or palettes like this Golden State of Mind by ColourPop. It's great to pair with things like that. So, and it's so small, it's easy to travel with, so gonna hold on to that. All these I pretty much knew I was going to hold on to. It's more of this pile right here that I am questioning. So let's go over to these. I have the ColourPop Yes Please palette. It's what I'm pulled in my weekly makeup basket. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the box. It's such a cute box, but I just don't want to hold on to it. And then, as you'll see, I love the ColourPop palettes. They're so good, and they're good for your money. So I did pick up the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop Dream Street palette, and I used this, and I actually was wearing it in a haul that I filmed recently, and you guys wanted to see a tutorial with the look, so that is on my radar to do. But this reddish orange pink shade, I don't know, is absolutely stunning. I really enjoy everything in this, and I've used it a few times and it's just good. So we're gonna keep that. Next, we're gonna get rid of this box as well. This is the Double Entendre palette by ColourPop. These you can get on their website or their Ulta website. I love these warm neutral colors, and with the pops of the shimmers are really nice. Every time I look at these palettes, I feel like I could just use them every day, but I have so much, so I'm always rotating through it. So gonna keep all my ColourPop palettes, and like I said, I have one in my weekly makeup basket as well. These are my Urban Decay single eyeshadows, so we're gonna keep. This one is Solstice. It is one of my favorites, as you can see. Pretty big dip in it. And then this is Space Cowboy. Again, love it. Oh no, I just put my finger in it. These are the Moon Dust shadows, and they're all stunning. Here is Diamond Dog. Again, I really love this. I could use these every day, honestly. And then here is Midnight Cowboy, which is just one of their regular staples. So I keep sticking my fingers in them, but I love these and I'm going to keep them. This is a BH Cosmetics Wild at Heart. One of my best friends got it for me. I don't get a lot of use out of it, but I do enjoy it when I use it. So I'm gonna keep that. Here is one that came in BoxyCharm. I'm gonna get rid of the sleeve, but I've used this a couple times and I did enjoy it. It's by Crown, and it is the Glam Metals, and I just like shimmer shades on my eyelids. I feel like a look isn't complete until there's a shimmer shade on my eyelid, so definitely gonna keep that. It's nice quality as well. And then this is another NYX palette that I absolutely love. This is the NYX Ultimate palette, and when I pull this one's in warm neutrals. When I pull this in my weekly makeup basket, I get so much use out of it. As you can see, I've hit pan on one color. I just mix and match and I just go crazy. These shimmer shades are not great on their own, so you definitely need the NYX glitter glue to get pigment that lasts a long time out of them. But like the orange shade, the red shade, and then just the neutral browns, it's a really nice palette. Definitely holding on to it. Okay, had to readjust to get to this section. So this is another Lorac Pro, one of the Mega Pro palettes, and I love this so much. You can see it's pretty beat up. Definitely gonna hold on to this. Just set these to the side. All right, here we go. This is CoverGirl Jewels, and I got this a couple of summers ago, or last summer actually, and I have, if I can't open it, I've given it a lot of love, and it's just not a palette I go to. The shimmers are not good on their own. You have to really have like a technique for getting them on your eyes. You basically need to put on a glitter glue and pat it on with your finger, or wet your brush with water or Max Fix Plus or something like that to get pigment out of it. And with me owning so many palettes that you don't have to do all that with, I am going to declutter this. Here is one that I'm on the fence about. This is Lorac Afterglow palette, and this is one of the first few high-end palettes I purchased, and it's the first Lorac product that I purchased, and I did not realize that the eyeshadows in this container are not the same as the Mega Pro eyeshadows. It's not the same formula at all, and so I've hung on to it because I've gotten a lot of good looks out of it, but I just like, it screams summer and I just don't know if I can get rid of it, so it's gonna hold on a little bit longer. Here's the other NYX Advent Pop palette. This one is in Art Throb, and I've had this one for a little while now, and I can't get a lot out of it. It's a very random assortment of colors, and they're pretty and it's good quality, but I just don't get a lot of looks out of them. and I put this in a project pan last year just to get use out of it, and I literally never wanted to pull for it because it just doesn't do anything for me. So I don't really want to do it because I do like it, but I am going to declutter this palette, and it hurts just a little bit. Here is a BoxyCharm in Pure palette. This came in BoxyCharm a few months ago, and guys, it's not good. You can actually buy it on Ulta's website. I think it's about $36 or $38, and it's just powdery. There's no pigment. I posted a get ready with me using this semi-recently. I will link it down below. You have to go in with each color 3 or 4 times per eye, per color, to get anything out of it, and it's too much work for not a lot of payoff. So I am gonna pass this one on. Next is the Stardust Vegas Nay palette by Too Faced. This was given to me semi-recently, and I've used it once, well, for a whole week, and I did enjoy it, so I'm going to keep it. Here are some extra mascaras. I'm gonna hold on to them. I'm so proud. I had so many mascaras in my back stock, and I'm down to just these, so I'm really excited and definitely gonna hold on to them. All right, just a few more right here. This is the Huda Beauty Mob Obsessions. This was gifted to me semi-recently, and I love it. It's so little, so it gets a little bit lost in my collection, but I'm going to keep it. Here is one from e.l.f. that was also gifted to me. It is the Rose All Day. Rose All Day. I have never used it, but I'm gonna pass it on. I have these colors in other palettes, and they look stunning, but I know I'm just not gonna use it. Here is one that is in my 2018 project use up. This is the old Comfort Zone from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna hold on to it. You can see it's getting a little funky looking. I'm gonna hold on to it until the end of the year, and then I will declutter it. Here is my Sephora Z palette, and I have just some random stuff. This is Shy Blush by Mary Kay. Gonna keep that. This is a Makeup Geek shadow. This one is in Morocco. This is a ColourPop single in Wake Up Call. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, what's it called? Pink Champagne, and this is a Sephora Penny Talk. So I'm gonna keep these. Super cute. Love that I can just kind of mix and match with the Z palette. And then this is my Tarte palette that is also magnetic, and we're gonna get rid of some things in here. I had kept this blush. It was, oh man, I forget, but I couldn't bring myself to throw it away, and I tried depotting it, and I pretty much ruined it, so we're gonna get rid of that. Then these are old CoverGirl. These are like 5 years old, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Alright, this is a Sephora blush I am going to hold on to. Doesn't say the name. This is I'm Peachless by Makeup Geek. Here's another Makeup Geek called Bitten. This is Sephora, oh shoot, I forget what it's called. And then this is an Ofra one that came in Ipsy a long time ago. This is an old Wet n Wild blush that I still want to hold on to. I don't even remember what it's called. This is a super old Wet n Wild single, so I'm going to get rid of it. This taupe one, I don't know. Oh, it's so pretty. It's old. Ooh, but we're going to hold on to it. This is Mary Kay Stone, and this is Mary Kay Chocolate Kiss. So, not too bad. And actually what I'm going to do is put these other ones in just so that I don't have the 2Z palettes in here. Alright, here are my singles. This is the Lancome backup that I have. It is the Lancome Drama Liquid Pencil, and this one is in Noir Intense. I'm going to move this up to a different drawer. Oh, you have this. I'm gonna get rid of this Tartiste. This came in BoxyCharm and it has never been opened, but I have a sample size of it and I don't like it, so we're gonna pass it along. Gonna keep the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. This one is in taupe. Gonna keep the Urban Decay Sin single. Gonna keep Pretty Vulgar gel liner. This recently came in BoxyCharm. I'm gonna keep this until the end of the year. It's Milani Bella Mandarin. Definitely going to keep all three. No, you know what? I have 3 of the L'Oreal Infallibles. They're gorgeous. I'm gonna for sure keep Amber Rush. Gonna for sure keep Ice Latte. But I'm gonna pass along Glistening Garnet. It just doesn't pack a punch like the other 2. This is NYX Roll-On Glitter in Salmon. Gonna keep that. I have a few MAC pigments. I have Tan Naked, and I keep dropping this other one. It is in Rose. Gonna keep all 3 of these. And this tan is very similar to the Amber Rush L'Oreal Infallible. Keeping this one for sure. This is a single from Buxom and it is called Glitz Factor, and it is similar to, it's like an eyeshadow version of NARS Orgasm. It's really pretty. Then we have another Urban Decay single in Riff. I bought this because of Shea XO. I really like this color, and it's nice to have a neutral with the other 4 that I have. So I'll just kind of switch out which 4 are in this little case right here. And then the last final single I have is this one from L'Oreal. It's also in my 2018 use up, so this will be tossed at the end of the year just because of how old it is. Or it might not. It's not really that old. It's like 2 years old. Anyways, this is 207 and I absolutely love this. It's gorgeous. And then I have 2 Melt stacks. Melt is an independent makeup company that I love, and their stacks are $40 to $58, or 40 something to $58, depending if there's 3 or 4 in them, and they go on sale. So I have Dark Matter and I also have the Rust stack. They're kind of mixed up. These 2 are the Rust. Yeah, so that's all the Rust stack, and then this is the Dark Matter stack. And I just purchased Baby Girl because it was on sale, and I've been talking for a while how I wanted it, so when it went on sale I was like, yes, don't even think about it. So I ordered that just the other day, so it'll be here soon. But what I love about these is you can just take, let's see, so there's like another top here, so you can just create then your own stacks with the more you have. They're all magnetized, and so you can kind of just play with it. It's so cool. They did just release an actual palette that isn't in this, so if this doesn't seem like something that would be practical for you, they did just release like actual palettes. I haven't tried them, but I'm sure it is good formula. Alright, so I rearranged everything and we're looking nice. Here are the bigger palettes, here are the like square palettes, and here are the more rectangle palettes. We have singles, sorry about these cords on my straightening iron and curling iron, the extra mascara, and then the bigger palette. So guys, guess what? I not only met my goal, but I surpassed it. I said I wanted to declutter 8 to 10 items, and look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 items. Like I said, our goal was not to do a huge 90% declutter like Jessica Jam and Jam89 and so many other people do. My goal is just to constantly be pulling palettes, products, whatever it may be, out of my collection so that I am always only using the products I absolutely love. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know which products you're loving down below. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye!